All right, before we get into Breath of the Wild here, let's recap. So the list so far: number 1, Ocarina of Time; number 2, Twilight Princess; number 3, Wind Waker; number 4, A Link to the Past; number 5, Four Swords Adventures; number 6, Legend of Zelda; and number 7, The Oracles. Who wants to start with Breath of the Wild? Because I don't know about this one.
Let Al go.
You want to go, Mallow?
You know what? You go.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're so
Allison,
poetic.
you go.
You're so poetic. I want to hear it.
Oh, I don't have anything poetic to say.
Oh no.
Okay, listen. You guys all know Breath of the Wild is one of my favorite games ever, but gosh, is the end so anticlimactic. I mean, Calamity Ganon, he is terrifying looking, he is freaky, he's an abomination, he is disturbing, and I'm there for that, and I like the cinematography of if you have all the champions saved, they hit they put out this massive attack and it takes him down to half. I've actually never fought him. I've never fought him without all the champions, so I don't even know how the fight would be without him. So that would be interesting to try out someday. But I like that part. I think it's again, I'll use the word epic. It feels like an action movie, and I like it. I feel like Calamity Ganon is a little bit unpredictable with his attacks, which I like. But they're pretty much all the same as the blights that you fought up until this point. So I feel like Calamity Ganon is the highlight and should have been the last fight of the game. However, the last fight of the game is Dark Beast Ganon, and it is so disappointing to me. I feel like a lot of people feel this way because it's really, you're just waiting for the hitboxes to appear instead of making them yourself like you normally do when you're fighting a final boss or just bosses in general. You're just kind of waiting, riding around on your horse, avoiding a very easy ray to avoid, and then you're like, oh, there's my hitbox, let me shoot some arrows at it. It just felt very disappointing for a climax of such a huge, momentous game that I was just like, that was it? Okay. So I have high hopes that Breath of the Wild 2 will be, insane and great with Ganondorf, or what we suppose is Ganondorf. But for this, I ranked it below Wind Waker because it's just that's it. Okay.
All right, so that's number 4 on your list then, right?
Yeah.
All right, Mallow, what do you have to say to counter that?
I'm gonna keep this short, but I'll try to. So it was 4 on my list too, and it broke my heart to do this. But Al's completely right. It's just when you get down there and you see him, I'm like, at first you're like, oh, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be hard. It makes it look like it's going to be so hard, and there's going to be so many stages to him. And, I'm the same. I had the Guardians help. So it might be a little harder without them. But even so, I was like, okay, yeah, it brought it halfway down. But it's still, especially to say I had an easy time with it, that tells you something. But it just... I think the other problem with me was that while I love the open world, I think it was hard for me because I'm so used to it being you lead up to the boss and that's it. Where this is you just pop in. It's I'm going to go pop in and destroy him, and I got some other shrines. I need some Karoks. I need to go find them. I think we're so accustomed to that growing up that it was it just feels like I'm going to go pop in on him. Hey, I got to beat you real quick. I got some more Karoks to get after this. So, let's do this. And so then after that, the ending of Ganon, I feel the same way. It felt like a handicap. Here's where you hit him, and then it's done. It was beautiful ending, but it just... When you have... This game is so massive and different, I guess I can agree that it was supposed to just, completely blow Ocarina of Time out of the water. Anything that we ever, whatever blew us away, this was supposed to be it, and it just didn't. So, sad to say.
All right, so you guys have it at number 4. I have it at number 7.
Oh my
god! This is
God.
the second
Brutal.
to last. Second to last.
My God.
This is extremely, extremely disappointing. And I'm going to echo and expand on some of the things that you guys said here. Now, your typical Ganondorf, even your typical Ganon fights are built up throughout the game. Even the games that, they don't have a lot of story, like A Link to the Past or like The Legend of Zelda. Even there's more build up to that than there is to Calamity Ganon. A big part of the problem with this battle is, like, what is Calamity Ganon? Nobody knows. He's just a thing flying around the castle. Nobody knows what he is. Nobody knows how he took over the Guardians or the Divine Beasts. Nobody knows. He doesn't even look like the thing flying around the castle when you fight him. He looks like a Guardian, basically, and he feels just like an enhanced Guardian. And it's not like the send-off that I feel like this should have. He looks like something more so out of Resident Evil to me, more so than an enemy in Zelda. And I was just like, I was disappointed by that. It's hard for me to separate the story from the actual fight here, because he looks like a Guardian or like a Blight. He looks weird. Like, again, what is he? Is he controlling all the the stuff swirling around the castle? Is this just like a Guardian that's like sent out to defend the cat? Like, what is he? I don't get it, and I don't like that. I think that the fight itself is like, it's okay. The music is like, it's okay. I don't like that you see like the Guardian or the champions come in and zap half of his health away, because first of all, it comes in smack dab in the middle of like. So he's just hatched. This grotesque thing has just come out. And all of a sudden you fade away and you see Rivali and you're just like, what? And then you see the rest of the champions and then they zap him. So like immediately you're just like, oh, okay, well, like I guess this is going to be easier than I thought it was going to be. And I'm not suggesting that this fight is easy. I actually think it's kind of hard. But it's just like, oh, okay, well, there's half of his health. It's anticlimactic to me. And then you fight Dark Beast Ganon, which I will say has awesome music. The music is great. But like, oh god, he's just like, he's a big elephant walking around Hyrule Field. He looks dumb, and you're just like, it's so easy. Like you could do it with your eyes closed. All you got to do is hit like the ginormous circles on his backside and his belly. It's like this just kind of sucks. Like there's not even any enemies around you, and there's not a time limit. Like you have to hit them all before, I don't know, he marches off a cliff or something. Like you can just go and you just fight and you can take your time. You can go for a ride and enjoy the view. Like it sucks. It's not good. So yeah, Calamity Ganon, disappointing. I don't know what he is, what he's supposed to be. Dark Beast Ganon is just pathetically easy. It's really, really disappointing to me. I think that almost all of the Blights are cooler fights than this. I would dare say even Master Koga was a cooler fight than this.
Oh my god. And I know how much you hate Master Koga.